about July since we're all here. Let's talk about July. Might as well. Okay, so I'll post the June horoscopes because I did those. I wrote those down, so I'll post those for June. I think I posted them on Facebook, but I didn't post them on Instagram, so I'll post them on Instagram. So let's talk about July since we're here. All right. So July, there needs to be a section in the book about perimenopause. Oh, girl, perimenopause is crazy. It's crazy. So let's talk about July. So July the 2nd, Neptune is going to retrograde in the sign of Pisces. This is where I feel like we're going to be getting some very weird weather starting in July. Mercury also on July the 2nd is going to enter the sign of Leo. So we could be experiencing a lot of dramatic conversations, conversations around our creativity, just a flair for words, people being bold, speaking from their heart, because Leo is all about putting it out there. July the 5th, we have a new moon in Cancer. July the 11th, Venus goes into Leo. July the 20th, Mars is going to enter into Gemini. Be careful with what you say. Mars in Gemini could have you coming across very aggressively in how you speak, and that may not necessarily be your intentions. July 21st, we'll have another full moon in the sign of Capricorn. July 22nd, we start Leo season because the sun enters into Leo. July 25th, Mercury is going to enter into Virgo. And then on July 26th, Chiron, the wounded healer, is going to go retrograde in the sign of Aries. All right. So let's talk about how this is going to individually impact everyone. So when I get to, of course, we're going to be listening for your rising sign. So listen for your rising sign first. Your sun sign is second. And you can also listen for your moon sign third. So when I get to your rising sign, as always, let me know if this is your rising sign. And we're going to talk about how July is going to look like for you. So if you are an Aries rising or Aries sun or moon, but emphasis on the rising sign, the sun and the new moon is going to be highlighting your fourth house of family. So this could look like attention towards your home life. So it could be your physical residence. This could be looking like buying, selling property. This could look like maybe you're deciding to renovate your space. Maybe you're deciding that you're ready to move to a different space. So we're going to have a lot of attention around where we live. Now, also, you with this being the fourth house, this could be about your actual family dynamics. So this could be time spent with family conversations, more just interaction with your family in general. But we have a lot of energy and attention going to your home life, your family life. And this could also be about your emotional intelligence, what is going on with you internally, how you're feeling on an emotional level. So he listening, he like, man, she be on it. Come on, brother-in-law. So a lot of that energy around that. Also, if we're Aries rising, we are looking at Venus being in your fifth house. So Venus in the fifth house is going to highlight your romantic life. So the fifth house is about romance, dating, love affairs. It's also about our children, pregnancy and procreation, our creative expression. And this is what we consider the house of joy. So one of the things we look at for Aries rising is reclaiming your joy. If you have been finding yourself not really being happy with what is going on with your life, or you feel like you're just missing out on things that you enjoy doing, this could prompt you to return to things that you enjoy. So this could look like you starting a new hobby, returning to a new hobby. This is also a great time for you to get out and socialize, especially with the fifth house. This is all about big events. So this is where a lot of people gather. So this could look like sporting events. This could look like festivals, concerts, things that have a lot of big groups of people and getting out and socializing for yourself. This could also bring back the romance in your relationship. So that could be, if you are a single Aries rising or Aries placement, meeting someone new potentially, but you got to go out to meet them. So you may actually meet them at one of these events that you go out to. Or if you're coupled up, this could be breathing fresh new air and romance and energy into your current relationship. Now, some of you could be hearing a pregnancy announcement. Could be. Because pregnancy actually is governed in this house as well. And this could also just be good news around your children, their accomplishments. Maybe, this is summertime and you're spending more time with them. So this could be a reconnection with your kids and things of that nature. Also, when we look at Aries rising, your full moon is going to be in your 10th house of career. So we look at endings, adjustments, acknowledgments around your career life. Is some of my Aries risings out there ready for a new career path, ready for a new job, something changing about your job? This could also look like a higher up leaving the company here in the next probably 6 months. There could be talks of changes in upper management. Maybe a boss or a manager or someone to that effect could be leaving, or a restructuring of your management people at the top. So we're looking at the potential of you closing one chapter career rise and starting something new. Now, some of you may not be in the workplace. So if you're one of those that says, well, I'm no longer in the workplace, or this could also show up in your reputation and how you show up. So how you're showing up at work, how you're showing up in your family, how you're showing up in your friend group, people coming to you for advice or mentoring, but how you're just showing up in your presence and your reputation could be on display at this time. So I always advise, when we're dealing with the full moon in the 10th house, show up with your best foot forward, because this could also look like someone paying attention to your work ethic, paying attention to how you just move as a person, and possibly offering you some type of opportunity that may be coming down the line here over in the next 6 months. So show up like you want to be seen in the best light. I would say that. If you are a Taurus rising, sun or moon, emphasis on Taurus rising, the sun and the new moon is going to be highlighting your 3rd house. So we're talking about the communication house. We're talking about how you speak, how you communicate, how you get your message out. We're talking about your connections with your extended family. So that could look like your siblings, cousins. This is also your neighbors and your neighborhood and your modes of transportation. So some of my Taurus risings could be on the lookout for new modes of transportation. So maybe getting a new car, a new vehicle, buying, selling a new vehicle. Maybe there needs to be some attention to your current vehicle, some repairs that may need to be done. So we could be looking at that. Some of you could be also thinking about starting school again. And when we talk about school in the 3rd house, we talk about lower education. So we talk about more or less areas of study that take maybe 6 months, a year, maybe a couple of years. They don't really take that long to complete. So maybe you're getting a certification, an accreditation. Maybe you're deciding to go back to school to get more of a skill set so you can be more marketable in your current job. Or you could be just going to school to learn a new hobby or something that you're interested in. But educational pursuits could come up your way. This would be a great month for my Taurus risings to do a short distance trip. So some of you could be going on a little mini vacation. And with the 3rd house, there could be some changes in your neighborhood as well. So we're looking at maybe you're getting new neighbors, your neighbors moving out, or maybe you're having increased interaction with your neighbors. Damn, that's some good sunlight. God damn, I look good in the sunlight. But increased interaction or some kind of changes with regards to your neighbors or your neighborhood. Now, of course, this could also prompt a move. But if this is a move for Taurus rising, it's not going to be a big move. It may be a move that you don't move far from where you currently live. So we could be looking at something like that. Your Venus is going to be highlighting your fourth house. So you're another one that could be putting a lot of attention into your home life, into your house. Redecorating, renovating, doing improvements around your home. This could actually just bring a lot of harmony to your family. Spending some time, I know, a lot of harmony with your family, and just changes with your family. Now, when we look at Venus in the fourth house, this would be a great month for those of you that wanted to start to work from home or to start a home-based business. This will be a lot of support from Venus, because you remember Venus is all about love and money and opportunity and attracting things. So this is about making money from home. So working from home, getting a job that's remote, or starting a home-based business is very supportive in the month of July for you. Your full moon is going to be in the ninth house of higher education. So this is also a good time for you to be thinking about going back to school to obtain that that degree plan. But it also is a great time for you to be planning a vacation. So some of you could be deciding to plan a family vacation, a long-awaited vacation. Just like me, I haven't been on vacation since 2020. So some of you may be planning a big vacation for yourself. Even if you are not planning a vacation, this will be great for you to go ahead and get your passport, your visa, any type of travel documents that you may need, because you never know when a trip could be falling into your lap, or you decide to just go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and do this long distance trip, and I'm going to go out of the country. So you want to have all your documentation and everything ready for you. And because it's the ninth house and it's about our spiritual life and our religious life, some of you could be reconnecting with your faith, and it'd be a good time for you to do that. So returning to an area of worship, maybe returning to church, maybe revising or re-looking at how you connect with the higher power or the higher self could come into play. If you are a Gemini rising, sun, or moon, Gemini, your sun and new moon is going to be in your second house of money. So when we talk about the second house, we're talking about how you earn your money. We're also talking about your investments, like your retirements, your 401ks, your savings, material possessions. So you probably are going to be very, very motivated in the month of July to earn money, to get your savings up, get your debt down. This is a great time for you to start to work on that debt repayment plan. Get serious about your investments. Maybe you need to put more money in your 401k. Maybe you need to start investing. Maybe you need to start with Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever that coin is that they be doing, or cryptocurrency, whatever that looks like. But this is about you getting serious about your long-term investments, getting serious about how you earn your money, getting serious about what is going in and out per se with regards to bills and maximizing your money. Now, some of you could be looking for a new job because, again, the second house is about how you earn your money. So you could be looking for a new job. That could be an opportunity that comes your way. But I would say getting focused on how you earn your money, your investments, and things of that nature. And again, this is also about those of you that may be out of the workforce. So you're not earning a paycheck anymore. But you need to figure out how I am utilizing the money that does come into my household or into my bank account, and investing and making sure that I am protected for the long haul with regards to money. Your Venus is going to be in your third house. So this is going to support you as well, taking short distance trips, educational pursuits. This could also have a reconnection with you and your extended family, because we're over the summertime months. We're looking at family reunions. We're looking at a little bit more travel. So some of you could be reconnecting with cousins, aunts, uncles, your siblings, especially with Venus here. Some of you could have a financial windfall through an extended family member, or through a sibling of some sort. So maybe some of you are going into business with a sibling. Some of you could be starting a marketing project. And it's crazy because I have a client She's a Gemini sun, and she just got offered a TV show. It's actually a reality show. So some of you could be doing a marketing project, a film project, a media project. This would be a great time for you to start that website if you wanted to launch your website, marketing your business. This is a great month for that with that Venus in your third house. Now, your full moon, ending, adjustments, acknowledgments is going to be around the 8th house. Now, I have difficulty explaining the 8th house, so I do my best each and every time. But the 8th house is about other people's money. So we're looking at your spouse's money, your roommate's money, your money that you share with a bank institution, money that you receive from other people. This is about inheritances, taxes, insurance payouts, winnings of some sort. This is also the area that governs sex and intimacy. So when we're looking at the full moon, endings, adjustments, acknowledgments, this could be actually an ending to a source of income. Now, it is not the income that you work for individually as yourself. Remember, this is through someone else or for someone else. So this could be, if it's you, an ending to a source of income that you have become dependent on. You could see that actually dry up and go away. This could also look like your spouse's income being affected in some way or adjusted in some way. So just keep in mind, if it's not playing out with you, it could be playing out with someone that is close to you or attached to you in a financial way of some sort. Now, with the full moon, this could be some of you paying off debt. So maybe you're paying off that final credit card. Or you could be reaching a settlement with the credit card company, or a settlement with regards to maybe a lawsuit or an insurance payout, and you finally get your check or whatever it is that you're supposed to be receiving, and you settle that particular thing. So we're looking at endings and settlements around financial situations with other people. Now, this could also look like the ending to a relationship. And when we look at the 8th house, we look at intimacy and sex. So some of you could be ending a relationship. Some of you could be ending a situationship. So especially if this relationship was solely based on the sexual component, this could probably see an ending to that, or an adjustment, or something changes about that particular dynamic. All right. Cancer rising, sun or moon. The sun and new moon is highlighting your first house. So if you're Cancer rising, we're talking about your physical body. We're talking about your physical body, your ego, your personality, how people say they experience you. But this has a lot to do with your appearance and how you show up. So if you're a Cancer rising, July is going to be the month where you may start the whole self-improvement process. So that could look like paying more attention to your health. That could look like you getting on a fitness journey. That I notice I didn't say weight loss. I said fitness journey. Now, whatever the journey looks like, whether you're losing weight or gaining weight, that's strictly and solely up to you. But we're talking about fitness and getting healthy. So some of you could be starting that. This could also see you revamping your wardrobe or your personal style. So some of you could be changing up your hair, buying new clothes, trying to reinvent yourself as we start this month of July, which I think is a great thing. So let's pay attention to our health, our physical body, our appearance, how we're showing up. The first house could bring a lot of unexpected opportunities and blessings your way. This could also be, especially if you are a single Cancer rising, you could be meeting someone for a potential romantic relationship. So keep yourself open to that. So again, this is about how you're showing up in the world, your personality, and how people are experiencing you around this time. Venus is going to be in your second house, so your money should look really, really good. Now, it could be that you have found a new source of income, an additional source of income. Maybe some of you actually are getting a raise of some sort, or whatever money that is coming into, you may see an increase in that. This also, with the Venus being in the second house, could be you making a purchase of some sort. maybe a high ticket item. So that could look like a car, a home, some property, a new wardrobe, because we are dealing with the first house. Maybe you're buying a new designer bag or something. So you may be in the mood or the mode of wanting to purchase quality items around this time. I say if you can afford it, go ahead and do it. But this is a great money making month, especially for business owners. I would definitely tell you to put your business out there, market yourself. If you need to change up your marketing strategy, this would be great. But this could definitely be supportive of my business owners as well. Cancer rising, your full moon is going to be in the 7th house. And I have a Cancer rising close to me who was just talking about ending a relationship. So 7th house, one-on-one relationships. Now, keep in mind the 7th house is primarily the marriage house, but this encompasses all your one-on-one relationships. So not just romantic. So we got romantic, marriage, family, friends, business. Those conscious chosen relationships that you go into with another person. And this is also the area that governs legal and binding agreements. If you are Cancer rising, I will say there could be some type of major change or adjustment or ending to one or more of your one-on-one relationships. If at anything you're starting to reevaluate the relationships, the close relationships that you have in your life, and figuring out whether those relationships at this point in your life are going to continue on with you. So just keep that in mind. There could be an ending to some of your relationships. It is what it is. All right. Does anyone have any questions on Aries, Taurus, Gemini, or Cancer before we go to the next 4? If not, give me a thumbs up or a heart or something to let me know that you want to go on to the next 4. Hey, friend. Perfect. All right. Next one up is Leo rising. That's me. So if you are a Leo rising, your month of July is going to look like this. The sun in the new moon is actually going to be highlighting your 12th house. So the 12th house, the hidden house. So this is where we have our secrets, our traumas, our healing, closure. This is where we delve into the afterlife, where we make our connections with those that have transitioned over. I'll go back at the end of it. This is also the area that governs our healing. And this is the area that governs foreign lands, particularly around bodies of water. So if you are a a Leo rising, what you're going to be dealing with in the month of July is your own personal healing and your own personal self-care. And crazy enough, I've been trying to get on a self-care routine here the last few weeks. And I just haven't been able to get it together. So maybe by the month of July, I'll be able to get it together. So we're talking about self-care. We're talking about rejuvenation. This actually may put you in a space that you want to just seclude yourself and just take care of yourself and love on yourself. So, but for Leo risings, it's a lot about your reconnection with your spiritual self, reconnection with the divine, reconnection with how you take care of yourself. When you're a Leo rising, it seems like you're always on display. You're always like front and center. So a lot of that can be very debilitating. So this is a month that I want my Leo risings to just take time for yourself and take time to care for yourself. Some of you could be, definitely could benefit from meditation, especially around water. Crazy enough, I'm going on a cruise in July. So also, this would be a great time for my Leo risings to go on a vacation, go on a retreat. Even if it's just at your home, having a spiritual bath, having an evening where it's just you, your wine, your meditation, your good music, take a spiritual bath, love on yourself, self-love. So we're all about self-care for the month of July for my Leo risings. Now, This could also look like information that has been withheld from you, secrets, maybe your secrets or somebody else's secrets, but you could be on the receiving end of information that you may not have been privy to before, that you are now needing or finding out at this time. So be open to, and this could be coming from someone, or this could actually be a spiritual download. So be mindful of your dreams, your daydreams, symbols, things of that nature. Music, message coming through music could be a thing for you over this next month of July. Your Venus is going to be in your first house, so this is going to make you more magnetic. Now, I just talked about you taking time to heal yourself and seclude yourself. But with Venus in the first house, this is an attraction energy, so you will find people that are just gravitating towards you. You probably won't be able to get away from that energy, but it's okay. When you have Venus in the first house, it does make you very, very attractive. Venus is an attraction energy, so that is drawing into you people, places, things, opportunities. You may actually feel like you wanted to go out and buy yourself some new clothes, change your hair, do something to make you feel more beautiful, more handsome, whatever that looks like for you. But showing up your best self will be important for you for the month of July as well. And then you have this full moon, endings, adjustments, acknowledgments around your health, both mental and physical health. This is also energy around your pets, how your service to others, and your work environment. So even though the full moon is about endings, adjustments, acknowledgments, I always look at it as something has to end in order to bring forth a new beginning. So some of you could be looking at the ending of a work situation. So could that be changing of a job? Yes, it could be. It could also look like co-workers or management or something changing by way of your day-to-day work life. Maybe the person may not necessarily be leaving the company, but maybe they're leaving their department. You don't see them as much. So your work environment could be changing in a way. This could also look like health and fitness, and you really restructuring how you take care of yourself, both mentally and physically. And this also could be impacting the health of your pets as well. And especially if those of you are in a caregiver situation, there may be some change or adjustments around someone that you care for, maybe from a medical standpoint or a financial standpoint. Something could be adjusting with that as well. All right. If you are a Virgo rising, sun or moon, Virgo, sun and new moon is going to be highlighting your 11th house. I love the 11th house because the 11th house is the social house. So we're talking about groups, organizations. We're talking about friends. We're talking about our social awareness, our hopes, dreams, and wishes are also here. Unexpected money and unexpected gains are here as well. So if you are a Virgo rising, this is going to prompt you to be more out and about with your friends. So you could be socializing more, spending more time with your friends during the month of July. This could actually have you taking a more active role in any type of group or organization you're a part of. Now, if you are not currently a part of a group or organization, this could prompt you to start thinking about making yourself a part of a group or organization. So it may be a fraternity or a sorority, or maybe it's a group or organization that has to do with work or something in your neighborhood. But something that you feel very strongly or passionate about or have an interest in, you may want to start researching organizations that you might want to make yourself a part of during this time. Or you could be having, again, a more active role in a current group or organization that you're in at this time. Again, this is a social house, so I'm going to encourage my Virgo risers to get out and socialize during this time, especially with your groups, especially with your friends. So maybe reconnecting with your friends. This would also be a great time for you to be looking at your long-term goals, dreams, and wishes. Maybe there's some adjustments that needs to be made there. And some of my Virgo risers could be seeing the fruition of a long-term goal actually coming into play or showing signs that it is taking root during the month of July. And you could be on the receiving end of an unexpected financial gift or some sort. Buy a lottery ticket. Y'all know I love lottery tickets. So buy a lottery ticket. There could be some unexpected money coming your way as well. Your Venus is going to be in your 12th house. So you're another one that will do well with the self-care, taking care of yourself. Some of you could be planning a vacation. Now, Venus in the 12th house for Virgo risings. And I need you to really pay attention to this part of your reading. When you have Venus, the planet of love, in your 12th house, this could make for you meeting someone in a romantic way under mysterious circumstances. So let me give you a few examples of what I'm talking about. You could meet someone and start a relationship with this person, and you decide, or two of you decide mutually, to keep the relationship secret, just to figure out whether or not it's going anywhere, or if this is something that you want to do. You decide to keep a level of privacy on the relationship. Now, it can also look like you meeting someone with Venus in the 12th house that is not totally available, but is not disclosing that they're totally unavailable. So this could look like you meeting someone and y'all start seeing each other, but they don't disclose that they're still married, or they don't disclose that they're going through a divorce, or they don't disclose that they're actually emotionally attached to someone else, or they just got out of a relationship. But somehow they cannot fully commit to you for whatever reason. Now, the final scenario could look like you engaging in a relationship that you probably shouldn't be engaging in, and this is why you're keeping it secret. I don't judge. I'm just letting you know that this could be something that comes up for you with regards to your love life. So if you are someone that meets someone and you're looking for a relationship, I would say proceed with caution around this time and try to get as much information as you can with regards to the person that you are trying to connect with, and making sure you know everything that you can possibly know about this person. I'm just saying. And also, Virgo rising, your full moon is going to be in your 5th house. Romance, dating, your children, pregnancy, and your self-expression. So some of you could be seeing the ending of a dating situation. Now, when I say an ending of a dating situation, it could look like, yes, it could look like a breakup. It could be. But it could also look like you deciding that we're going to end the casual dating and we're going to do exclusive dating, or we're ending the dating scenario completely and we're going to go on to possibly getting married. So there could be some kind of change in your current romantic life or romantic situation. It just depends on where you are with that at this time. And if you're single, this could be the end of you being single, and you decide that, you meet someone out and about, because that 11th house is lit up for you to be out socializing. So you meet someone, and now it's the end of your single life and you're transitioning over into dating. This could also look like your children going into or ending maybe an area of study. Of course, we got the end of the school year, so the kids are out. But there could be some type of announcement around your children. And some of you, you also could be finding out that someone is pregnant close to you if it's not yourself. Okay, that's my Virgo rising. If you are a Libra rising, sun or moon, Libra risings, we're going to be paying attention to your career. And I got a Libra rising. I got a Libra sun on here that, baby, she's just all over the place with her career. But so we're looking at new opportunities, new ideas, charting new course paths with regards to your career path, because your 10th house is going to be lit up. So your career, your public standing, your reputation, your titles. So some of you could be garnering a new title with regards to your career. So you go from being the team lead to now you're the supervisor, or the supervisor to the regional directors. So maybe your title changes. Could this look like a personal change with regards to a title? Because keep in mind, the 10th house is not only a professional house, it is a personal house. So some of you could be changing your titles by way of your relationship. It just depends on what's going on with your relationships. So we could see some of you getting engaged, becoming a fiance, getting married. We could possibly see a breakup in a personal relationship or a romantic relationship that changes your title. So we have to keep in mind that there could be attention and changes around not only your professional life, but your personal life as well. All right, because that 10th house is lit up. Your Venus is going to be in your 11th house, so this bodes well for you as well to be out and about with your friends, social events. This is a good for networking. This is also great for those of you that are launching anything that has to do with a social media project, because the 11th house is about social media and about how you impact the world. So if you're deciding to launch your TikTok, some type of social media platform, this would be a great month for you to do this as well. The 11th house is also about groups and organizations. This is great for you to get out and network, not only just professionally, but personally as well. This is also a relationship house as well. So you could you could possibly meet someone while you're out for a romantic relationship. But you got to be out of the house to do that, Libra rising. So I encourage you to get out and about, okay? Also with Libra rising, your full moon is highlighting your 4th house of family. So we talked about full moon, ending, adjustments, acknowledgments. So changes around, and I think we talked about this earlier, changes around your home life, your residential life, events concerning your family and the direction that you're going in, and a possible move as well, or talks about residential changes at this time for my Libra risings. If you are a Scorpio rising, which my sister is a Scorpio rising, I think my brother-in-law is a Scorpio rising as well. The sun and the new moon for July is going to be highlighting your 9th house. So we're looking at long distance travel. We're looking at foreigners. We're looking at educational pursuits. We're looking at our religious and spiritual life. So how this can play out again for my Scorpio risings is the planning of a long distance trip. So, and we're talking like a big long distance trip. This includes passports, visas, all of those documentations that you need to travel with. So if it's not you actually going on the trip, this is probably going to be the month that you start planning for the trip down the line in the next few months. So some of you could be planning on traveling extensively here in the next few months. So get those passports and all those necessary documents for the month of July. I would suggest you do that. This could also be a legal situation that could come up. We could be seeing some attention around that as well. Your religious and spiritual life could come into play. Are you feeling disconnected from church or your higher power, or just disconnected from yourself? This could be the month that you try to figure out, where am I going on my spiritual path? What direction am I going in with regards to my spiritual path? That could be a thing for you as well. I just got asked to go to Jamaica for a retreat to work as a sous chef. My sister's a Scorpio rising. Look at that. So get your passport. Get your passport, honey. Going on to Jamaica. So we're looking at, again, long distance travel. And we're also looking at educational pursuits. So some of you could be going back to school. Some of you could have yourself in a situation where there's a learning opportunity that could come up for you. So just be open to those types of things for the month of July. Also, if you are a Scorpio rising, Venus is going to be in your 10th house of career. So we're looking at opportunities. We're looking at the potential for changes and positive changes with regards to your career. This is also highlighting your reputation from a professional standpoint. Venus is always good for that, because Venus will bring you opportunities. Venus will also bring you people that want to help you on your career path. So this is a great opportunity for Scorpio risings to put themselves out there in a favorable light when it comes to their career and their public standing and their reputation and things that they've actually seeds that they planted before could be coming into fruition with regards to this Venus in the 10th house. So I love that for you guys. You'll also be, your full moon is going to be in your 3rd house. So we're looking at communications, we're looking at educational pursuits, we're looking at your connections with your siblings, your extended family, your neighbors, and your neighborhoods. Now, full moon, endings, adjustments, acknowledgments, and crazy enough, we include in the 3rd house your neighbors and your neighborhood. So this could be an ending to a current neighbor situation, a neighborhood situation. I always say when the 3rd house is lit up, there is potential for a move. The move could be a little short move. So it may not be a move that is far away from where you currently live, but your neighborhood changes, your neighbors change. So maybe you're getting new neighbors, moving to a new place. Something to that effect with regards could be affecting your neighborhood. This could be connections with your siblings, your extended family. She said we're moving because of my neighbors. I figured. So it definitely supports you. Remember, I always look at full moons as endings and going on to a new beginning. Some of you may be some of you may be needing to get a new vehicle. I hate to tell you. But be on the lookout for potential for transportation issues. So this may be prompting you to get a new vehicle or do some type of big repairs to your current vehicle situation. All right. So I hate that, but I got to tell you. So do we have any questions on Leo, Virgo, Libra, or Scorpio rising? If we don't, and you want me to go on, give me a heart or a thumbs up so we can do the last 4. Because it's almost 8 o'clock. I had to go see a patient. Oh, I'm actually going to get to Sagittarius rising, so I think you just in time. All right. The next one is Sagittarius rising for the month of July. So Sagittarius rising, the sun and the new moon is going to be highlighting your 8th house. Now, the 8th house, you still need to listen for your sun. So listen for Sagittarius sun. The 8th house has everything to do with other people's money and other people's resources. So this has nothing to do with your individual income. This is the money that you receive from other sources, other people. This is the money that your partner, whether that's a spouse, roommate, business partner, whatever that looks like, receives or does not receive. This is also the area that governs inheritances, taxes, settlements, child support, alimony, sex, and intimacy. So with the sun and the new moon being here, if you are Sagittarius rising sun and moon, it's going to be highlighting these areas. So we're going to be looking at not only how you are impacted by the money that comes into you, but also your partner and other people. So we're looking at the potential for talks, conversations, or attention around like child support, as well as alimony, as well as a settlement or an inheritance. Something coming your way could be, actually, if it doesn't come in July, maybe triggered down the line that you receive some type of money outside of the money that you get from your work. Now, if it's not directly to you, this could be impacting your spouse or business partner. So it could be looking at, is your partner's income being impacted? Are they getting a raise? Are they experiencing a pay cut? Is there issues with their finances, what they owe to other people, their debt? This could also be paying attention to collectively your own financial situation. So the debt that you have with someone else, the finances that you have with someone else, especially if you're a Sagittarius rising that has not been paying attention to the financial landscape of your partnership. So if you have been letting your partner or your spouse or whomever be the primary person that is taking care of your finances, you may need to take a more active role in that. Or you need to be more partner oriented. If you are a Sagittarius rising that takes on all the financial responsibility, which means you pay the bills, you keep the finances in order, you do everything that you have to do with the finances, and your partner does not help or support with you, y'all need to get on the same page. So this is going to be a month about getting on the same page financially and really looking at realistically what is going on with the finances with regards to this dynamic, with regards to this partnership, with regards to this marriage. What are we doing here financially? That is a big thing for my Sagittarius risings and my Sagittarius placements as we move into July. Like getting a good realization on what is going on with your finances that are connected with someone else. A big deal. Now, this could also play out in your sex life. It could play out in your intimate connection with someone. So you could be having discussions or trying to figure out your sex life, or the lack thereof of your sex life, or your intimate connection with someone. Do you feel like it is limited? Do you feel like it is lacking? Do you feel like your sex life is not where it should be or where you want it to be? So we need to have conversations around what is going on in that area of your life, your sex life, and your intimate connection with someone else. Your Venus will be in your 9th house, so you're another one that could be planning for a long distance trip. Everybody needs a vacation around this time. So some of you could be planning for a long distance trip. And because this is Venus, this actually has a lot of love connected to it. So let's say, for instance, you are a single Sagittarius rising and you're planning a trip. You could actually meet someone from a romantic standpoint with regards to this trip, because Venus is about love, and you could be meeting someone in your travels. You could be meeting someone also that has a foreign feel to them. So if it's that they're in another country, you meet them on the plane. They come from another country. So love could be in the air for you with regards to someone that is either foreign or is in a foreign land that you could be traveling to or fro in seeing. We could also be looking at, again, your reconnection with your spiritual life, your religious life could come into play. And you're another one that could possibly be going to school again. This would be a great time for you to go to school for my Sagittarius rising. So take that into consideration about returning to school as well. But I feel like this is more of a romantic type thing, and I feel like this is more of a travel type of energy for you. So plan for that trip. Take that trip. It's time. And your full moon is going to be in your 2nd house of how you earn your money. So some of you could be looking at an ending of a job situation. So I don't know if you're getting ready to change jobs or you're feeling like it is time for you to pursue something else. This is probably going to be the month that you either voluntarily or involuntarily see a stream of income that dries up. But I always say that is just the outlet or the opportunity for something else better to come into your life. So please understand that your money situation could take a change in the month of July as well, if you're Sagittarius rising. Now, if you are a Capricorn rising, sun or moon, your sun and new moon is going to be highlighting your 7th house of relationships. So this is a great place for the sun and the new moon begins, because it's talking about beginnings. It's talking about you putting energy in your one-on-one relationships. Keep in mind that could be family, friends, romantic, marriage, business, whatever that looks like for you. But you may take a more proactive approach, or you may feel more optimistic about your one-on-one relationships. You want to put energy into that. So that could look like if you are currently in a relationship with someone, You could see a fresh new beginning around that, or you could energetically feel like you want to put more of yourself into the relationship. You want to be more active in the relationship. So this could actually be a positive energy for you as well. Now, the new moon is going to be there as well. So some of those of you Capricorn risings that are not in relationship, this would be a great energy and time for you to put it out there that you are open to receiving a relationship, receiving love, that you're ready to put yourself out there. The first step to finding someone is to let the universe know that you're ready and you're open for a relationship. So maybe that new moon is all about you putting it out there, getting clear on what you want in a relationship, and drawing energetically that to you. But your one-on-one relationships of all kinds is going to be highlighted, and possibly a very positive energy during the month of July. Your Venus is going to be in your 8th house. So some of you could be on the receiving end of unexpected money from other people. So you could be seeing a payout from an insurance payout, a settlement, back taxes, something, you could be getting. This would be a great time for my Capricorn risers to go to the bank for a loan. So if you want a home loan, car loan, personal loan, it's a favorable energy for you to go to financial institutions and ask for funding. You could be doing that. You could just be receiving monies that have been held up for whatever reason, and you finally get that check in the mail that you have been anticipating for some time now. This also will breathe an energy around your sex life, so you could see an improvement in your sex life. Nothing wrong with that. And your intimate connections with others could also be highlighted in a favorable way with Venus being there. And adjustments and acknowledgments around how you're showing up as a person, how you've been putting yourself out there as a person. This could also be, again, like I mentioned with, I believe with Cancer rising, you deciding that you want to step into a new phase in life. So this could look like you ending the way that you currently take care of yourself, or you currently show up in the world, and revamping your style. So new wardrobe, new hair, fresh new energy, how you show up, how you experience the world, your personality. So could be you could see the ending of a health situation or a breakthrough around your health in some way. So we're looking at those types of things. But this is a great start to an overall improvement on how you show up in the world, how you're showing up as a person. Your Aquarius rising sun or moon, the sun and new moon is going to be highlighting your 6th house. So health and fitness, both mental and physical health, your work environment, your pets, and how you're of service to others. So we're talking about new beginnings around your health, mental and physical health. This will be a great time for my Aquarius risings to start therapy, return to therapy, start researching holistic ways of caring for yourself, caring for your body, your mental health as well. So some of you could be reaching out to a new therapist, returning to your therapist again. Like I said, researching ways of holistically healing your body. Also, taking seriously your health. So visits to the doctor, especially if you haven't been to the doctor in a while, let's get before you start to do any holistic methods, let's go into our doctor, making sure that we're healthy, seeing what we need to work on. But this is all about the new beginning around taking care of yourself health-wise. Now, this could also be a change or something happening new, or an increase in your workload. If you're still in the work environment, this could be an increase in your workload, and this could be some changes around the people that you work with, around, and for. So I don't know if you guys are going to go through, some of you Aquarius rising, going through a restructuring around your office who you work with, how you work with the people around you. Maybe somebody's leaving the department. Maybe you're leaving the department, but there may be a restructuring around your work environment. And maybe your work environment gets a little bit more taxing, or your workload increases in some way. Your Venus is going to be in your 7th house, so this is going to be supporting your one-on-one relationships. Venus, love, money, attraction, things that we love. So this could be supportive of your one-on-one relationships, marriage, romantic, business, family, friends. So we're looking at an improvement around that, especially if you are a single Aquarius rising. This could be the start of you meeting someone in a romantic way and starting a new relationship. And I support you on that as well. And your full moon is going to be in your 12th house, endings, adjustments, and acknowledgments around your healing, your closure, people in specialized populations. So 12th house is about prisons, hospitals, rehab centers. I don't know, maybe I don't know if there's an Aquarius rising out there where someone is about to come home from a confinement, from a prison stay, or someone in that situation is reaching out to you in some way. Not really sure about what that is. Just have to put that out there because that could impact you in some way. And this is also about your healing and your closure. Some of you could be dealing with long repressed traumas, and now you're in a place that you want to heal those things for yourself, and you want to address them, especially with this 6th house being lit up. And we're talking about our mental health. This would be a great month for you to start therapy, and I support you in that. And finally, last but not least, Pisces rising, sun or moon. Sun and new moon is about 5th house, your children. So we're talking about a lot of attention around your children, a lot of energy around making decisions around your children, just depending on what age they are. So you may be going through a cycle of putting a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of thought into your children and your children dynamics and their future. Now, you also may be hearing some news with regards to your children or about your children. I'm not really sure what that could look like for you, but that could come into play. I think children are just going to be a big highlight for you during the month of July, and a lot of conversations and decisions around what is going to happen with children in their future. There could be an announcement of a pregnancy as well, or you could be conceiving this month. It's also be affecting your romantic life. So if some of you are dating, maybe your romantic life needs your attention, and this could go for your children. Maybe some of your children or a child of yours needs your attention. And this could also look like you finding a space of returning to something that brought you some happiness or joy. And you're another one that I want to encourage to get out and socialize. Again, the 5th house highlights things like parties, festivals, concerts, sporting events. Just get out and socialize and have a good time, I would suggest for you. Your Venus will be in your 6th house, highlighting your health, your fitness, mental and physical health, your pets, how you have service to others. So with the 6th house and your work environment, this could actually improve your work environment. And this would be a great energy for those Pisces risings that are looking for a new job. I would definitely say you can either start your job search this month, or you actually may be hearing some good news with regards to a previous job search. So maybe an offer about a job or something to that effect comes your way. All right. So that is good for you. It's also good for you to take control of your health. Maybe you're going to the doctor. Maybe you've been on a fitness program, getting your health together, and you go to the doctor and you get a clean bill of health. So that could be something that is highlighted for you as well. And your full moon is endings, adjustments, acknowledgments around your 11th house, your friend groups, organizations, long-term goals, dreams, and wishes. So some of you could be seeing an ending to some friendships, a change in some of your friendship dynamics. This could also be an ending to you being a part of an organization or you're stepping down from a role or something to that effect in a group or an organization. And you as well could be seeing the ending or the fruition of a long-term goal coming your way as well. All right. So, does anyone have any questions on Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces? No? All right. So, that's the month of July for everyone. I think it's going to be a busy July. It's going to be a busy July. Hopefully everybody's prepared, but we still got to get through June. But if there's nothing else, no, but if you have time. Okay, I'm going to recap Libra, and I think somebody else on here needed Libra. Okay. Can we go over Cancer Island? Okay. I'm going to do Cancer and Libra, then that's it. Y'all just have to get it in the replay because I gotta go to the restroom. So anyway, let me do Libra rising. The sun and new moon is going to be highlighting your 10th house of career. So this is going to be a lot of attention on your career. So we have the career, we have your public reputation, your standing in the community. This is also about the titles that you wear. And again, this is a relationship house. So if this is not solely affecting you from a career standpoint, this could be impacting you on a personal standpoint. So this could look like changes in your career path, you deciding that you want to pursue maybe a new career goal, a new job of some sort, or changes around that. This could also look like a title change. So some of you could be changing your title within a career component. So maybe some of you are getting a promotion. Maybe you're going from being the supervisor to the district manager. Something about your career title could be changing in some way. This could also look like, from a personal standpoint, and a relationship standpoint, some of you changing your titles depending on where you are in your relationship. So let's just say, for instance, you are dating someone. This could be a proposal. So you get engaged, you go from being a girlfriend to a fiance, or you go from being single to someone's girlfriend. So it could look like that. It could also look like some of you changing your title and possibly a breakup in a romantic relationship. So some of you considering divorce. So you're now going from being Mrs. to Miss. Or you're going from being a husband to a bachelor, something to that effect. So it could be from a career standpoint that you have a title change, or it could be from a personal relationship standpoint that you're having a change with that as well. Again, that is solely on what is going on with you and in your personal chart. But we are looking at career highlights, how we're showing up in the world, our image and our reputation around this month of July. Also, your Venus is going to be highlighting your 11th house. So, of course, Venus is about love, money, attraction, things of that nature. So we're highlighting our friend groups. We're highlighting groups and organizations that we're a part of. Our long-term goals, dreams, and wishes. One of the things, because Venus rules money, that we can be looking at is you launching any type of social media type of project. So if you're a Libra rising and you wanted to launch a TikTok or Instagram that's geared towards your business, or something that you're trying to put out in social media, this would be a great time for you to do that. This is a great time for you if you wanted to become an influencer or something to that effect, because Venus is going to be there to support you with regards to that attraction energy and making this very favorable. So launching anything that has to do out in the social media realm is great for this month. This could also look like some unexpected money coming your way, because the 11th house is highlighted with Venus. So you could be getting an unexpected money dropped in your lap, an unexpected opportunity to make money. But again, reconnecting with your friends. getting out, enjoying, going out, socializing. And this also could look like you wanting to join a group or an organization. Now, if you're in a single Libra rising, you could meet someone out in a romantic sense while you're out socializing with your friends. So just keep that in mind. Also, Libra rising from the full moon in the fourth house, endings, adjustments, acknowledgments around your family life, your home life. So we're looking at changes or things of that nature that have to do with where you live, your housing situation. This could be family dynamics. This could be conversations with regards to finalization on what we're going to do with a property. Are we selling it? Or are we renovating it? Are we moving? Family dynamics could definitely come into play with regards to this full moon. So a lot of energy changes and realizations around what is going on with regards from a family sense or from a residential sense could be highlighting you. And Cancer rising, sun or moon. So if you're a Cancer rising, your first house is going to be lit up. And we talked about with Cancer rising is the time for you to reinvent yourself. Sun and the new moon in your first house is about your physical body. So we're looking at showing up differently. So this could look like you changing your style of dress, changing your hair, getting on a self-improvement journey, getting on a health journey, taking care of your physical self so you show up physically different. Remember, this is the first house. So we may be implementing a total style change for you starting in the month of July. Now, with the first house being lit up, this could attract opportunities to you. This could attract some love because the first house is lit up. So with you revamping your style and changing up everything, it could bring new energy for you to attract new people into your life. We like that for you. Yes, good. Your Venus is going to be in your second house. I love Venus in the second house. This is all about you making money. A lot of money making opportunities could come your way. This could see an increase in your salary, a change in your salary for the better. So we're looking at your investments. Another thing is you may be prompted to buy yourself a high ticket item. So it could look like you want to buy a car, you want to buy a new designer bag, you want to buy a new watch, something that you've probably been thinking about and you want to purchase. So maybe that prompts you to be like, I want to splurge on something. Listen, if you got it, go ahead and get it. But Venus could see an improvement in your money making opportunities. If those of you are out there looking for a new job, this would be a great time for you to put yourself out there, especially if you're wanting to negotiate your salary. I would love to hear those of you that are out there and going on these interviews, negotiate your salaries. Ask for what you want. You got to think big. Think big, bitch. Think big. This is a think big energy for this year. So think big. Oh, it's perfume. See, negotiate some perks, your salary, something. I believe that employers are very much motivated to give people what they want with regards to, bringing people into their company. So ask for what you want. Think big, bitch. And finally, the full moon is going to be highlighting your seventh house. One-on-one relationships, marriage, long-term relationships, family, friends, business. Now, with the full moon, could we see an ending to a relationship? Yes, that could be a possibility. I will not say it couldn't be. So there could be an ending to a relationship or relationships during this time. Now, it also could look like ending of how a relationship operates. So it doesn't necessarily mean the two people are going their separate ways or we're done with the relationship. It could also look like we are ending how this relationship operates, how we function in this relationship. And we're coming to the point where we're going to do this relationship differently. Does that make sense? But it's all for the better. All right. So we're looking at also highlighting things that need to be addressed in our one-on-one relationships. If there are things that are, not going well, it could put a spotlight on it in an effort for you to address the relationship. Thank you. I'm so glad it makes sense. So we are highlighting our one-on-one relationships. We're looking to see that everything is good. We're looking to see if there needs to be some changes in the dynamics of the relationships. We will go with the universe's decision if the relationship needs to end, because it's all for everyone's better good, and we'll just move forward with that. All right. I wish you luck. I wish y'all all luck in the month. I wish us all luck in the month of July. I feel like July again is going to be a busy month, but it'll be a good month. I'm always optimistic about everything.